The Canadian government is so corrupt to the bone, it's disgusting. Recently, the government's website has updated offering 2SL LGBTQ citizens from other countries, refugees, full expense paid first year in Canada. We as a country are offering to pay members of that community for an entire year, all expenses paid for them to live in Canada. At the same time, over 2 million Canadians are currently using food banks. That's a record in this country. Over 2 million Canadians are using food banks. Our GDP per capita has stagnated. A recent study showed that of 50 countries, Canada was dead last of all measured. And this is due to government policies. We live in a resource-rich country. There's no reason for Canada to be at the bottom of that list except for the past decade of Liberal leadership. ESG policies, all the junk that Trudeau and Carney, woke policies that hurt us economically but allow Carney and Trudeau to virtue signal, which incredibly still a large percentage of Canadians buy into. But serious question, how can we justify all expenses paid for members of other communities, refugees who have made no contribution to Canada, showing up here? In addition to this, all expenses paid first year for members of the 2SL LGBTQ community, we're offering up to $230 a day for immigrants. And at the same time, Canadians are starving. You walk through our streets. Anybody who's lived in Canada for their entirety of their life, there is zero chance in hell you can tell me this country has improved in the past decade. There are drug addicts. The amount of open drug use you see in this country is crazy. I live about a kilometer away from the Parliament building, and it looks like we're living in a dystopian hellhole. It's crazy, the amount of just out in the open crack use. And our government financially supporting people who have made no contribution to this country, while saying that Canadians who have ancestors who fought in world wars, tough crap, you're on your own. There's no other way to describe this than a government that hates us and is intentionally trying to divide us. That's exactly what they're doing. Cloward pivot strategy, divide and conquer. They bring up all these woke divisive issues to segment the population off so that we don't even notice that Mark Carney and his buddies are getting rich as hell. Look into the $25 billion that are going to be spent on prefab homes, and how much of that money Carney and Brookfield are set to profit off of, while regular Canadians struggle to make ends meet. It's very sick, and we need to start being vocal about it, or else we're headed in a very bad direction. If you're interested in supporting my message, hit the link in my bio, get some gear. I have some great stuff up. I'm going to be organizing rallies because we as Canadians need to stand up, say enough is enough to this divisive liberal madness that sees immigrants and refugees receiving benefits that aren't available to Canadian citizens. It's really sick stuff, but unfortunately it's strategic, it's intentional, and Canadians have had enough.